Dev notes for JP. Global dev notes in the forums. Oh, let me check that out then. Hello, this is Director Ku from the Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross team. It has already been 564 days since knights around the world began enjoying the Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Oh, give me 1 second. Where was I? We on the dev team were incredibly happy to spend 2 springs and summers filled with special days and festivals. Today we write you with a heavy heart after reviewing your concerns, impassionate criticisms, supportive suggestions, and encouragement sent by many of the knights who have been with us all the time. In this dev note, we would like to summarize the various opinions shared by the knights and the parts of Seven Deadly Sins that must change in order to provide an enjoyable experience moving forward. Among them, we have outlined parts of the game that may inconvenience knights and compensation for them. We also apologize for the confusion stemming from our misjudgment and included a section to ask your opinions. This is a lengthy dev note, but please continue reading until the end. Oh boy, okay, hold up. 1 second. Okay, let's see here. I am going to do some things real quick. Let me... What's going on? Okay, hang on 1 second. Alright, there we go. Okay, let's see. Let's dive into the note. 1. In order to bring knights the latest update as fast as possible, we are narrowing the 4-week gap between the global version and KRJP versions to 2 weeks. Oh boy, okay. They about to hit us with something big, okay. When we first launched Seven Deadly Sins in March 2020, the 9-month gap between the global version and KRJP versions was narrowed to 1 month. We worked tirelessly to narrow this gap so knights can experience new game modes and cool heroes as soon as possible. However, many knights voiced their desire to enjoy the latest content as soon as possible. Through the hard work of those who managed the game in each country, we were able to optimize the game development and translation process in 12 languages, which is kind of impressive. As a result, we plan to adjust the 4-week gap with KRJP versions down to 2 weeks after the update on September 23rd so that all Knights can enjoy new content as soon as possible. However, we on the dev team would like to ask for your understanding on this matter. We previously informed you that the update cycle for the release of new characters would be 2 weeks. If circumstances allowed, however, for the fairness and in order to provide the equal content to all Knights that play each build, we inevitably have to carry out the weekly updates just for the month of October. Unlike KRJP build, we would like to apologize to all Knights for this inconvenience and temporarily failing to comply with what we discussed in advance. As compensation for the inconvenience we may cause, we will reward Global Knights with 10 additional draw tickets for the first October 5th and 3rd October 19th weeks of October new character banner draw. What? 10 additional draw tickets. Like a multi-draw ticket? For the 5th and the 19th. Okay, are they talking about like the Deanne Brynhilder banner and the Easton banner? And I'm curious, is this 10 like singles? So like they're giving us one multi on each banner? Or because that's kind of not really like the odds of you getting anything off of just that one multi is kind of not really like, I mean, they're over here saying compensation. That's for all that you guys have put us through. One multi on each of these banners is not worth compensation. But okay, let's continue. We would also like to inform you in more detail about what's coming in the near future. First, on September 23rd, the second chapter of Ragnarok, which many Knights have been waiting for, will come with 2 wonderful heroes. Due to a holiday in Korea, the update will go live on Thursday. 12 days later, on October 5th, another update will bring new catastrophe heroes along with their original story content. In addition, in the 3rd week of October, when the second reward is scheduled to be given to Knights, we will release a new character as a step-up banner so you can fully enjoy the season. To provide you a less burdensome experience. In addition, in the 2nd week of October, we will have a new format for 110 draws and provide you with abundant rewards. What? New format? What is that? 110 draws. So that's like a step-up rotation, isn't it? Like they've done that before. Number 2. Oh boy, how long is this? Okay. A review of the Demonic Beast battle and Holy Relics and future operation plans. We were very happy that many Knights showed great interest in the Demonic Beast battle and Holy Relics revealed in the last dev note. Many Knights looked forward to it, and as a result we noticed how closely many have been looking into the preceding KRJP build. As mentioned in the dev note reveal, Demonic Beast battle attracted the attention of many Knights as ultra high level strategic PvE content. Its difficulty and rewarding gameplay enticed many Knights to step up to the challenge. However, in this regard, we found that many were disappointed by these changes, namely bundle sales and rapid release of Holy Relics, even though it has not come to the global version yet. Actually, you know what? I have interesting news to talk about that I'm going to be making a video about. Anyways, therefore, the global team is asking for the opinions of the Knights regarding Holy Relics and their bundle sales. We aim to approach this issue differently from the KRJP versions. We are considering delaying the initial sale of Holy Relic bundles compared to the KRJP builds. Oh, nice. Okay. So the Global Knights can enjoy the challenges of the newly added Demonic Beast battle and Holy Relic crafting for a longer period of time starting on the 23rd. If most Knights believe the bundle sales will deprive Knights who are aiming to seize its high-level content and will damage the essence of ultra high-level strategic content, We will adjust the timing of the bundle sale release. No. You don't understand. We don't want you to release those bundles because we don't want the relics to take away the challenge of different content. We're worried about that because free-to-play players and people that won't have access to those bundles are going to get demolished in PvP because they can't get it. I don't think you guys still don't understand what you're doing wrong. Anyways, at least they're putting it off. We expect that knights around the world will have differing opinions on this matter. Some knights may wish to have the Holy Relic bundles at the same time as KRJP versions, and others may wish to have them released later down the line. We will monitor the opinions of all knights for a week after today's dev note. I will definitely send them a bunch of information on what I think, and I'll share that with you guys. But anyways, and share the result of the direction of the bundle sales. In addition, the entire development team has also put their heads together to make amends for the distressing concerns knights were having regarding the pace at which Holy Relics are released. There's a lot that we have been upset about for what you guys have done, and it's not just this. This is one little thing, and if you guys think that you know, postponing this a little bit is gonna like change people's minds and, you know, fix all that you guys have done, you're wrong. But I mean, at least that's something, I will say. Although the Holy Relics, which have been already released in the KRJP server, will be released at the same phase in the global server to match the release schedule, we are preparing to adjust the pace of upcoming release of Holy Relics in the future. Also, we'll postpone the release schedule of Holy Relics for the Festival heroes who have superior stats compared to other heroes. Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess that's cool. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. But, I mean, there's still a lot of issue that I would like to say about that. I'll save that for a later time. In addition, we are working on ways to make some adjustments for you to obtain the rewards from the Demonic Beast battle, which are used to craft Holy Relics. We will inform you of the details through future update announcements. Okay, so it's not just going to be the bird thing where we can get those. That would actually help. Global 1.5 Anniversary Retrospective and Reflection. Oh Jesus, how many of these are there? The Global 1.5 Anniversary was different from the usual festival format. It featured festival heroes who were holy or evil in the first and third week. However, contrary to our expectations, this was not completely satisfactory for our knights. This festival format ended up adding unnecessary pressure and caused disappointment. I wonder why. We apologize for our lack of judgment on this matter. We will no longer release festival heroes back-to-back on the first and third week as we did for the 1.5 Anniversary Holy War Festival. Why did you even do that in the first place? Listen, I understand this is probably like the KR and JP versions were the ones that did it, and Global was just, you know, doing their thing, just following the same schedule. So I don't really know exactly what to expect on what the Global version has going through their heads right now. But it looks like they're trying not to kill the game like the KR and JP versions were. Please refer to the official channels of information. Recently, through various channels, we have seen many discussions regarding what collaborations will be repeated and or happen. We are deeply grateful that so many knights are interested in possible Seven Deadly Sins collaborations. However, we are concerned that unofficial information, even us, the dev team, are seeing for the first time distributed as the truth may mislead many knights. As we have mentioned in the dev notes in the past, we are continuing to develop collaborative relations with many IP holders. However, most of the information being shared is totally different from the facts, so we are deeply concerned that it may cause some knights disappointed due to misinformation. We will continue to strengthen our communication with you and deliver the latest information as much as we are able. We ask you to wait until then and refrain from distributing unofficial information, okay? 5. Future update plans. As mentioned in a dev note in the past, we are closely reviewing various content so knights can better enjoy Seven Deadly Sins. We will continue to assess and gradually strengthen the content to make things better. We will now explain some of these points in advance. Jesus, hold on, where'd I put my water? Did I not bring my water in here? Okay. I guess I'll have to skip the water for now. We understand the concerns of many knights regarding the introduction of the 6th tier of Awakening. Many knights have pointed out that the change in reward from the currency of the event dungeon, which was distributed regularly to be used to acquire Super Awakening coins, to the currency of Training Grotto, has added to the burden of acquiring Super Awakening coins. Yeah. It was our wrong decision to change the way we operate to balance out the distribution of Event Dungeon's currency for hero growth and Training Grotto's currency for equipment growth without taking into account the current situation of the knights in the game. As promised through the previous dev notes, the expansion of supply for Super Awakening coins is planned to continue through future events and content. For insufficient supply of Super Awakening coins, both Event Dungeon and Training Grotto currencies will be distributed during the upcoming festival period after the regular maintenance. In addition, we plan to increase the number of Super Awakening coins from 100, the amount we had originally planned, to 130, and it will be sent at once. Okay, so 130, 30 more, that's pretty good, but that's like one level of Super Awakening, pretty much. Like maybe a little more, but still, that's... They think 30 is a lot, and I mean I'm not complaining. 130 is better than 100, but they're still not understanding. Anyways, let's continue. We are also reviewing some of the things that will allow you to enjoy hero and account progression. We apologize for not being able to share a specific schedule at the moment, but we are preparing a new account level progress and progress system. We will explain more in detail in upcoming developer notes. In addition, we are working hard to enhance the benefits of Knighthood Boss Battle and Knighthood Competition, so please look forward to that. A special thank you to all knights who love the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. We would also like to express our respect for the knights who continue to enlighten us with their earnest opinions regarding our shortcomings. We will continue to strengthen our communication with you and do our best to create a game you can enjoy for a long time. Thank you. Alright, a lot of people are happy. I mean, some people aren't, but a lot of people are happy with this. 59, not bad. There's a lot of mixed feelings with this. Okay, so I'm gonna go over as much as I can with this, my personal thoughts, and I'll turn this into a video posted on YouTube. Okay, so where to start? I guess I'll start with one. The narrowing the 4-week gap, so they're shortening the gap even further. I mean, I was kind of content with the 1 month. I don't know how I feel about that one. It just means, like, you know, when a banner gets released, we don't have as much time to prepare for it here on Global, which, I mean, the Japanese version, those players don't have that luxury. So that's just a little bit more the Global is losing. I still think Global has gotten way more, kind of, what do you call it? The Global players have gotten the worst end of the stick, I think. Just over time, like over the 1.5 years that we've been playing this game, compared to the KRJP versions. But that was one thing that we had over the JP version, is that we knew what banners were coming, and now it's even less time. But okay, giving us free stuff, like, it's cool that they're coming out saying they're going to give us free stuff, but it's still not enough to make up for all that time they have hurt us. But I mean, I guess it's a start. It's funny because we keep saying, oh, they're doing this, that's a good start. Oh, they're doing this, that's a good start. At least they're doing that. But, like, when are they gonna actually, like, make it up to us? You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not gonna ever quit. This is still, in my opinion, the best gacha game. But I don't know. It's like they give us just barely enough for us to be like, okay, I won't complain anymore. But it's still, like, not really enough to really make the pain, you know, bearable. Like, it's a I don't know how to explain it. It's like they just barely give us just enough to get us to stop complaining, but it's also not enough to make up for everything they've done. Review of the Demonic Beast battle and Holy Relics. So they still don't understand the issue with the Holy Relic thing. It's because we don't want, whales to have this huge advantage over free-to-players. Has nothing to do with, difficulty of different content. We would also like for you to give us more interesting content. So yeah, I don't know, like, they did something good here saying that they're going to postpone it, but they didn't do it out of understanding what's going on. So I'm gonna, I guess I'll make my own review and give it to them and let them know what's actually wrong with that, and maybe they'll start to understand. Global One retrospective reflection. We'll no longer release Festival Heroes back to back. Cool, sweet, thank you. This is good. This is very good, positive, because this has hurt us so much. JP doesn't understand when everybody's complaining about the back to back, like Escanor, Meliodas, collaboration, all that was going on. That was horrible. That was just absolutely horrible. So they finally learned that, but it's weird. They made sure that they specified on the first and third week as we did. So what are you just gonna like? It's like if you do release a back-to-back festival, it's just not as close together. You'd be like, well, in our dev notes, we said we wouldn't do it like on the first and third week. I don't know. I don't think they would do that, but like that is kind of weird that they worded it that way. Collaborations. So apparently there's a lot of miscommunication going on. So I don't think any of the YouTubers or anything has ever came out and said, hey, this is 100%, this leak that we got for this collaboration, this is 100%, this is what's happening. Like, I don't think anybody's ever said that. They said, hey, this could change, but I think this is what's going on. So I don't know where they got that. But sure, okay, misinformation going around. I don't think any Grand Cross player ever takes this stuff as 100%. We always take it with a grain of salt because we know that things change and we know that nothing is 100% set in stone. So I don't think that one was as important, but I mean it's good that they put that in there. Future update plans, I don't know, they got a lot to work on for sure. I guess this is a good start, even though we've said this is a good start how many times now. This 30 extra Super Awakening coins is cool and all, but it's not enough. It's not enough. They really, really have a lot to work on, and I will definitely send them a big list of information of what I think. So hopefully they will take that, because I did. So I have had a review on this game since I started playing the game, and the very first review I ever gave them was a 5-star review because I was like, yo, this is like the greatest game I've ever played on mobile. I loved it. I was playing it all the time. So I left them a really good review. But then, stuff started happening. So I went and changed my review. Like, for example, when the Assault Meliodas drama was going on, I left a bad review telling them why I left a bad review. And then after that, after they came out and was like, yeah, we're sorry, and we promise we won't do this again, that kind of stuff. I went and changed it to a 3-star review and explained why. And then there was another point where I dropped the review back down, and explained why I gave them that negative review. And then recently, with the relic, when the relic thing first happened, I made another comment saying basically, you need to change the relic system or, you're going to lose players. And this is the first time this happened. I don't think was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. This is the very first time they have ever replied to my review on their game. And they basically just responded with some basic, response, like, we're sorry you feel this way. If you have anything you would like to share with us on how we could improve, please contact us through this way. Just some basic thing. But I think it's really interesting that they released this, when that was going on. Because I literally not too long ago, posted that review, talking about the relics, and they actually responded to me on that, and then released this. Like, this just all happened. So that's really interesting that they did that. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it, and I will definitely be letting them know my thoughts on the whole thing. But yeah, interesting, very interesting. Um, okay, Spirit Haste. Sorry guys, I have not been looking at chat. Let me try to catch up on what you guys were saying. Yeah, sneaky one, I think. Yeah, many YouTubers said clickbait. Another favorite. Do you think your reviews will help? I don't know. Hopefully they will. So, yeah. They really only do anything when a huge group of people say the same thing. If one individual person says something, they're not going to listen, even if they're a big YouTuber. I really think that the developers need to go watch Nagato's videos, Nagato, Speedy, all of them. I think they need to watch those videos, to be honest. Yeah, skipping all the forehold. It takes a big movement like Seaton's boycott to make them change, but even then, their actions are dogmatic of their true nature. True. What do you mean Nagato doesn't know too much about the game? I mean, to be fair, their channels are mostly just PvP channels. They probably, I don't know. Nagato is just fan service. I mean, you're right, he is fan service, but I wouldn't say he's just fan service. Whatever is best for views, not the game. So okay, some of the YouTubers, in my opinion, they they all have their own opinions because they're people too. But they don't always agree on everything, and I think they all make good points to an extent. I don't know. Like, for example, when the whole Seaton boycott thing was going on with Assault Melee, I think it was Kabuki and Shogun came out, and they both said that this was stupid, that we shouldn't be doing this, and they gave a good reason why. But I still think we needed to tell the developers that, hey, we're not happy. You're super happy when they changed the Hourglass Weekly to Grotto Orb. Yeah. So I like that we're getting that extra training cave key because I also need more UR stones. I think that they should just give us both. Just give us both every single week. Honestly, that's what they should do. Just give us both because we need those resources. Like on both ends. Everybody's complaining like, oh, because that the Hourglass is better. Sure, you might get like a little bit more of just anvils or a little bit more of just Super Awakening coins, but you need both resources, so they should give us both. Did you read the post? What post? They are giving us both? Is that what they said? Hold on, let me look for that. The global one from the format release. Hold on. When did they say that? Was that part 3? Oh, no. Okay, right here, right? Switch the. And others wish to have them released later down the line. We will monitor the opinions of all and share the results, direction. In addition, the entire put their heads together. Oh, that's the relics. Hold on, where? Control F. Oh, Your Awakening, many knights pointed out that the change in rewards for the currency was distributed directly through. They said it will. They said that both will be distributed during the upcoming festival period after the regular maintenance. They didn't say that they were going to give it to us weekly, like all the time. That's what I had an issue with when I was reading that. They're giving it to us. They're giving us both at a one-time thing. That doesn't mean that they're not going to give us both in the future weekly, but it doesn't guarantee that we will. Yeah, I mean, I would hope that they would do that, but no, they're just gonna try to give us a little bit of extra rewards so that we kind of calm down a bit. But yeah, no, I still don't think they're doing enough for all that they've done, in my opinion, to be honest. And if you think that I'm asking for too much, saying that we should get more for what they've put us through, like, cool, that's your opinion. I don't think they should just hand us everything, just give us every single unit, maxed out 6.6 every time a unit releases or anything like that. But like, you got to give us a little bit more after what you've put us through. Like, let me give you an example, okay? So back when the whole drama started with the global going too fast, there was a lot of people that play GP that were complaining that the global players were being too greedy. Sure, some of the global players are, asking for too much. Like, I've seen some people saying that Netmarble needs to give us things that I would say, no, they don't need to give us all of that. But at the same time, the Japanese game players, the JP and KR players, they've had time to build up resources, build up their units before we hit the end game mark, right? Global didn't have that. We had our time cut in half. So like, okay, how long did it take you to build a good box, right? Like, in 6 months' time, how much progress did you make? Because global is behind like a year's worth of building. That's a lot of time to farm, to save up resources, to build units, and the global version also skimped us on content and rewards so many times. I don't understand why people think that the global players are being whiny, because we got shafted really hard. Western culture is more about expecting being given, while Asian culture is more about working to get what you get and dealing with your hand. I don't know about that. I mean, I think it comes down to just how an individual was raised, how they grew up. People that are handed everything growing up are going to expect everything to be handed to them. Whereas if you grow up having to work for what you have, then you're not going to expect that same thing. But like, I mean, I had to work to get where I'm at. I've struggled. I don't know. I just think that, a game that in order to survive needs a player base, I think they should not try to make their player base mad. And for example, I do spend money in this game. I'm not a whale, but I do spend money. And I definitely spend enough to be able to say, hey, you're not giving us enough for what you're expecting out of us. You know what I mean? Personally, I think that the speed and rate that Global had to deal with, along with not getting the resources and events that we should have gotten, has definitely hurt the players to the point where we're nowhere near where we should have been. Our boxes could have been way built compared to what they are. What do you think the big problem for the game is right now? I should have brought my water. Hey, I'm gonna be right back. Let me go grab some water. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, Spirit Haste, toilet, okay. Oh, I'll get some water. It's so hard for a new player to come by now. They have to do a lot to even be good in the game. Yeah, that is something I should also address. The difficulty of being a new player in this game. Because not everybody has had the privilege of being a day one player like myself and grinding this game to a certain point. Oh, thank you for the follow. How do you pronounce that? Sevilla? Sevilla? But yeah, you are 100% right. It is very difficult for new players to hop in this game. Because, you know, Green Gowther is something that not a lot of people have access to. Because they don't put him on every banner. There's a lot of, like, you can't play a lot of, like, you can't do the Belmoth raid without Liz, really, if you're going to do the Hell. You're conflicted about these dev notes. Yeah. Okay, Villa. Yeah, I am also very conflicted with these dev notes, to be honest. I'm going to make a whole video explaining, you know, my issues with it. Be honest. Let me get some more water. I went a good chunk just talking without water. Hold on. I actually kind of want to. Yeah, I agree. The dev notes are pretty good, but I definitely think they could have been better. Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna keep it like that. Same. I'm definitely going to keep a close eye on that. Same. I also like the delay. I wish they wouldn't have rushed to be in the first place. I wish they wouldn't have rushed in the first place, but it is what it is. I got caught way off guard. I was just doing Training Cave, and all of a sudden dev notes got released. So that's interesting. Oh man. Yeah, is there anything you guys think the game could do to improve? Anything that I could put in a video? You guys have any ideas for that? First, more challenging PvE content. Yes, I agree. Challenging but not impossible. That bird raid's kind of weird. Do you know what I think they should do? They should release something that's kind of like the demon format, where you can like have a friend come in and join you to help you out. That is difficult, but it's not like you get that kind of rewards, or maybe something that, like, I don't know, drops like 10 gems a week or something like that, or maybe something you could do daily that'll drop like 1 gem and, like, I don't know, cosmetic upgrades. PvE content is hit or miss. Yeah, there's not enough, like, they give us enough that's like of the stuff that's like weekly stuff, like, oh, I gotta do final boss this week, or hey, I gotta do this week, but it's nothing's enough to keep us engaged in the game. You know what I mean? Because, like, you don't want to put too much content on us, because then we're gonna miss out, because we're not gonna be able to do everything. Like, I get very busy throughout the week, so there's a lot of stuff that I miss out on. Like, for example, I don't have all of the Chandler cosmetics, that the Grey Demon cosmetics for Chandler. I don't have those, and I'm probably not going to be able to get them. And that's okay. But, you know, other players, there are players that are heavy grinders. They go for everything they could possibly get. You stop doing Training Cave? Yeah, I only recently started doing Training Cave again. People complain when there is no PvE, then complain when there isn't great PvE. They complain when it's too hard and when it's too easy. The gap between whale and free to play is huge, so it's hard to keep it interesting. That is true. Something that's hard for whales is going to be almost impossible for free to plays, and something that's hard sides of the spectrum happy. Maybe, maybe they should release something like a game mode that has different levels of challenging. So like, you have the different difficulties like hell and extreme and all that. But don't make the rewards like insanely like spread out. Like, let's say for example, this new hypothetical raid that they release drops 10 Super Awakening coins, right, as a reward, and you can do it like 3 times a day or something. If you have different levels of difficulty, like extreme and hell, don't make the rewards so different. That way, like if you're not a whale, you can do the slightly lower difficulty and still get the rewards back. Welcome back, Spirit Haste. Oh, well, one of my goals is to get a UR gear set